So here we have Finn, and for this week's update, we're going to focus again on recall, show you how he's been doing, and give you some pointers. So right here, I'm just trying to get Finn distracted so I can gain enough distance to do recall. Short distances are fine, but I prefer getting a wider distance where the dog is more likely to be distracted, and it makes it more of a challenge. So Finn is wandering off. I'm going to call his name. He looks at me, and that's when I gave the come command and heavily rewarded when he came to me. The big thing is that you always want to have some sort of high value reward, whether that be a treat that he doesn't normally get or a bully stick, anything that he finds really exciting and more interesting than the surrounding distractions is going to guarantee that if he knows he's going to get something like that he is more willing to come to you for that than to wander off. Now overall, Finn has been doing really good with his recall, and I honestly hadn't noticed any issues with him not responding until the other day. We were out on a woods walk, he was doing great, and then all of a sudden he just got the zoomies and his ears turned off. So all I did to remedy that was get really excited, act like I was having a party, made myself so much more interesting than the surrounding smells and noises that were going on, and got him to come. In the end, that worked. Some tips and pointers that I would like to give you guys for when he comes home, and we will go over this again when he's either delivered or you pick him up, is you have to take things kind of a step backwards when he comes home, because it comes down to that idea that when I say something, he knows what it means. And even though you say the same thing, your tone and your body language, inflection, and your voice is totally different than mine. So it's going to take him a minute to relearn, in a sense, that what you're saying means the same exact thing that I'm saying. So I would recommend having him on a leash, work on recall inside, then move to outside on a leash. Once you have a good, strong outside on leash recall using, a 10 to 20 foot leash, then I would go back inside, work on off leash recall in the house, set up some really interesting distractions, and then move outside with that in a contained space that's something maybe fenced in where he's not going to be able to get into traffic. Once you feel like you have a good recall with that, all I would simply do is move to an unrestricted area like your front yard or your backyard and continue to do it. You may find that you need higher value treats like some boiled chicken, deli meat, cheese, things like that. They tend to be really, really enticing to dogs, and those are supposed to be used in those situations where the distractions are too much. And when you're doing recall, you always want to know that what you've got is going to be of a higher value than the rest of the world. So overall, Finn has been doing pretty great. We continue to work on all of his obedience, but specifically focusing on his recall and his leash walking.